Hello friends, welcome to another Cotopaxi conversation. I'm really excited today because we're visiting the Makerspace, the Center of Innovation and Design at Academia Cotopaxi. And I'm here with John Reber, one of the Makerspace teachers. John, could you explain the kind of things that are happening up here in the Makerspace?
Good afternoon, Rob. Well, we start out in sixth grade with a lot of training. So it takes us a bit of time to get going with training, but after that, and when the students gain confidence, they're using saws of all types, and this is one of their final projects. The guidance for them is their design journal, which I think we'll talk a little bit more about later, but that's their opportunity to have a digital presence, an online presence, and something to follow. But this piece right here allows the students the opportunity to do, like I said, cutting and drilling. They're following blueprints. They're working with centimeters and metric system and American system, standard system. They do some sewing. And once these skills kind of take hold and you recognize their confidence, you really can see the confidence grow. It's quite an incredible thing. We move on into 7th and 8th grade, where students take more of an empathetic approach. They'll go around to different areas of campus and see what kind of needs there are. They're all using the design cycle and recording everything on their design journal. The design cycle guides them in that process of empathy and production. So here they went with building these mascotas in Spanish, right? So, and this gives them the opportunity to work with more high technology tools, not necessarily just hand tools or saws, which is kind of like a first step.
Yeah, I understand. We have pretty traditional things like a sewing machine and hand saws and saws and drills, but you're talking about much higher technology. Maybe we should go visit Jordan and see what kind of high-tech stuff also is happening up here.
Sounds great. Let's go in the next room.
Great. Hi, Jordan. John was just explaining to us how starting in 6th grade, there's an integration of traditional technology and design and more high-tech. Could you maybe just show us some of the different tools and procedures that the students are learning here?
Absolutely. So welcome into the tool room half of the Makerspace. So this is where we keep all of the kind of the big, heavier machinery, the louder, dustier materials. But what we have up here is really a full range of technology, like from the beginning of, with what John was saying, of using the traditional tools, the bandsaw, the miter saw, the very hands-on building, but then we can work on up to the more kind of digital design, using computers to help us, using CAD software to lay out what students can make, and then using a CNC machine to cut it out. So I know John showed kind of the house mascots project that we're working on. So with the students going through this process, they are going through the full design thinking procedure of they investigated a need on campus, they used cardboard prototypes to lay out each cut, and then they were able to build up their pieces. And with their heads and materials that they're cutting out, they're also using the CNC machine to lay out very detailed the paw prints for each house, with the idea that that'll get mounted onto a full shield. What I love about this project is the students are literally learning every tool in the room. They will have gone through and used all of our big power tools, our hand tools, all the way up to the more kind of high-end digital equipment. Should we do a walk around and show what some of the tools are? So in just walking through this space, you can see all the different types of equipment that we have, which just gives us a huge range of freedom to really, whatever the need is, whatever the project is, we can create it up here. And that's what a makerspace really should be. It's a place that you can come and make whatever you need, whatever the solution dictates.
And I see we're ranging all the way from things like squares and hammers and hand saws to the other room over there where we actually have a 3D printer also.
Absolutely. So just that idea of having a full range of tools gives us a range of any kind of project we want to take on. We use the 3D printers. We have a vinyl sticker cutter so students can make detailed, like individual custom-made logos. But they learn hand tools as well. In fact, with one of those projects, the bench that you saw there, the students learned how to use a hand plane for this semester because they needed to shave off the edges and they were tired of sanding. So they're using a tool or the technology there that's several thousand years old. Hand planes have been around through multiple civilizations. So we're going from some of the oldest technology that's helped improve human interaction to some of the most high-end modern technology as well.
Sounds fascinating.
And all of that just builds into our design thinking process. So as John mentioned, like investigating a space and finding a problem or a challenge that the students want to develop solutions for, and then going through that design thinking process of investigating, planning, creating, and evaluating. These are the student inquiry-led types of skills that allow students to become problem solvers and allows them to interact on real-world situations that make them better designers, better thinkers, and ultimately skills they can take to any course, any direction they want to go. This sets the stage for them.
Thank you so much, John.
Yeah.
I would really encourage students and parents to really investigate our innovation and creativity that's going on in our makerspace and throughout Academia Cotopaxi. These are skills, like you said, that are transferable throughout any industry, any walk of life, and any level of education. Thank you and have a wonderful week.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.